Welcome to Adventure Tale. Today, we're embarking on a flavorful journey into the world of one of the most beloved hot sauces on the planet, Sriracha. You've probably seen this iconic bottle with its green cap and rooster logo in restaurants, on store shelves, and maybe even in your own kitchen. But have you ever wondered how this fiery, tangy, and slightly sweet sauce comes to be? Well, get ready to find out. In this video, we're going to take you behind the scenes of a Sriracha factory, showing you every step of the process from farm to bottle. You'll discover the care, precision, and passion that goes into creating each batch of this mouthwatering condiment. So, whether you're a die-hard Sriracha fan or just someone who loves learning about how things are made, stick around. This is going to be one spicy ride. Chapter 1: The History of Sriracha. Before we dive into the production process, let's take a quick look at where Sriracha came from. After all, understanding its roots will help us appreciate the sauce even more. Sriracha sauce, as we know it today, was created by David Tran, a Vietnamese immigrant to the United States. Tran founded Huy Fong Foods in 1980, naming his company after the freighter that carried him out of Vietnam. The sauce itself is named after the coastal city of Si Racha in Thailand, where a similar sauce originated. Tran's goal was to create a hot sauce that would remind Vietnamese immigrants of the flavors of home. Little did he know that his creation would become a global sensation, loved by people from all walks of life and used in cuisines far beyond its Southeast Asian roots. What makes Sriracha unique is its perfect balance of heat, sweetness, and tanginess. It's not just about the burn, it's about enhancing flavors and adding depth to dishes. This delicate balance is achieved through a carefully controlled production process, which we're about to explore in detail. Chapter 2: The Key Ingredients. At its core, Sriracha is a simple sauce with just a few key ingredients. However, it's the quality of these ingredients and how they're combined that makes all the difference. Let's take a closer look at what goes into this beloved hot sauce. 1. Red jalapeno peppers. The star of the show is the red jalapeno pepper. These peppers are a variety of capsicum, annuum, and are essentially ripe jalapenos. While green jalapenos are harvested early, red jalapenos are allowed to mature on the vine, developing a deeper, slightly sweeter flavor with a bit more heat. Fun fact: Huy Fong Foods, the maker of the original Sriracha sauce, uses about 100 million pounds of fresh red jalapeno peppers each year. 2. Garlic. Garlic plays a crucial role in Sriracha's flavor profile. It adds depth, aroma, and a savory note. That complements the heat of the peppers perfectly. Fresh garlic is used to ensure the best flavor. 3. Sugar. A touch of sugar helps balance out the heat and acidity in the sauce. It's not enough to make the sauce sweet, but just the right amount to round out the flavors. 4. Salt. Salt is essential in any recipe, and Sriracha is no exception. It enhances all the other flavors and helps preserve the sauce. 5. Vinegar. Vinegar adds tanginess and acts as a natural preservative. It also helps to thin out the sauce to the right consistency. 6. Xanthan gum. This is a natural thickener that helps give Sriracha its distinctive texture. It ensures that the sauce clings nicely to food instead of running off. Now that we know what goes into Sriracha, let's follow these ingredients on their journey from farm to factory. Chapter 3: Harvesting the peppers. Our journey begins in the sun-drenched fields of Southern California. Here, under the warm California sun, millions of jalapeno pepper plants stretch as far as the eye can see. These aren't just any jalapenos, though. These are special red jalapenos, grown specifically for Sriracha sauce. The peppers are planted in the spring and take about 5 months to reach maturity. During this time, they transform from small green peppers to large, bright red ones. The farmers carefully monitor the peppers throughout the growing season, ensuring they receive just the right amount of water and nutrients. Timing is crucial when it comes to harvesting these peppers. They need to be picked at the peak of ripeness to ensure the best flavor and heat level for the sauce. This is why the harvest season is so intense. It's a race against time to get all the peppers at their perfect stage. When harvest time comes, usually between August and November, the fields come alive with activity. As they work, the air becomes filled with the spicy aroma of fresh peppers. It's a scent that signals the beginning of a new batch of Sriracha sauce. The workers fill large bins with the harvested peppers, which are then loaded onto trucks bound for the processing facility. Interestingly, all of the peppers used in Sriracha sauce are harvested within just a few months. The company processes these fresh peppers immediately and uses the resulting mash throughout the year to produce a consistent product. Fun fact, the red jalapenos used in Sriracha are about 5 times hotter than regular green jalapenos. Chapter 4. Pepper Processing. As the trucks full of freshly harvested peppers arrive at the processing facility, the air becomes thick with the spicy aroma. This is where the transformation from fresh pepper to hot sauce begins. Step 1. Washing and sorting. The first step in processing is to thoroughly clean the peppers. They're unloaded from the trucks and sent through a series of washing stations. Here, high-pressure water jets remove any dirt, debris, or potential contaminants from the pepper's surfaces. After washing, the peppers move along conveyor belts where they undergo a rigorous inspection. Workers and automated systems sort through the peppers, removing any that are damaged, discolored, or don't meet the high standards required for Sriracha sauce. Step 2. Grinding. Once cleaned and sorted, the peppers are ready for grinding. This is where things start to get spicy. The peppers are fed into large industrial grinders. These powerful machines quickly transform the whole peppers into a coarse, vibrant red mash. The grinding process releases the pepper's oils and flavors, creating an intensely aromatic and spicy paste. Step 3. Mixing with salt. Immediately after grinding, the pepper mash is mixed with salt. This serves 2 important purposes. In 1, flavor enhancement. The salt begins to draw out flavors from the pepper mash, intensifying the taste. 2. Preservation. Salt acts as a natural preservative, allowing the mash to be stored safely for use throughout the year. The salted pepper mash is then transferred to large holding vats. Here, it will undergo a brief fermentation process, which we'll explore in the next chapter. Chapter 5. The Art of Fermentation. Fermentation is a crucial step in the Sriracha making process. It's during this stage that the flavors truly begin to develop and mature. The salted pepper mash is transferred to enormous fermentation tanks. These tanks are temperature controlled to provide the optimal environment for the fermentation process. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is fermentation? Simply put, fermentation is a natural process where microorganisms break down sugars and other compounds in the peppers. This process creates new flavors and helps preserve the mash. In the case of Sriracha, the fermentation is relatively brief compared to other fermented foods like kimchi or sauerkraut. It typically lasts for about 7 to 14 days. During this time, several important things happen. 1. Flavor development. 2. Acidity increase. 3. Color enhancement. 4. Texture improvement. Throughout the fermentation process, quality control technicians regularly test the mash. They're checking for the right pH levels, monitoring the developing flavors, and ensuring that the fermentation is progressing as it should. Fun fact, while many hot sauces use dried peppers, Sriracha's use of fresh peppers and this controlled fermentation process is part of what gives it its unique flavor profile. Chapter 6. Preparing the other ingredients. While the pepper mash is fermenting, it's time to prepare the other key ingredients that will go into our Sriracha sauce. First up is the garlic. Fresh garlic bulbs are delivered to the factory where they undergo a thorough inspection. Any subpar bulbs are discarded to ensure only the best make it into the sauce. The selected garlic bulbs are then fed into a machine that separates the cloves and removes the papery skin. From there, the peeled cloves move on to be minced into a fine paste. The garlic mincing process releases the allicin compound in the garlic, which is responsible for much of its flavor and aroma. This freshly minced garlic paste will add a powerful punch to our Sriracha sauce. Next, we move on to the sugar. While the exact type of sugar used is a closely guarded secret, we know that it's a high-quality, food-grade sugar that dissolves easily and blends well with the other ingredients. The sugar is carefully measured out according to the recipe. Remember, the goal isn't to make the sauce sweet, but to balance out the heat and acidity of the peppers and vinegar. Speaking of vinegar, this is another crucial ingredient in Sriracha sauce. The type of vinegar used is also kept under wraps, but it's likely a distilled white vinegar chosen for its clean, sharp flavor that won't overpower the other ingredients. The vinegar is stored in large food-grade stainless steel tanks until it's ready to be added to the sauce. Its role is twofold. It adds a tangy flavor component and acts as a natural preservative. Lastly, we have the xanthan gum. This natural thickener is derived from the fermentation of sugar by a bacteria called Xanthomonas campestris. It's what gives Sriracha its distinctive texture, allowing it to cling to food rather than run off. Only a small amount of xanthan gum is needed, but it plays a big role in the final product. It's carefully measured out and set aside, ready to be added at just the right moment during the mixing process. With all our ingredients prepared, we're ready for the next exciting step, bringing everything together to create Sriracha sauce. Chapter 7. The mixing process. Now that we have all our ingredients ready, it's time for the magic to happen, mixing everything together to create Sriracha sauce. The mixing process takes place in enormous stainless steel vats. These vats are equipped with powerful mixers that can handle the thick pepper mash and ensure all ingredients are thoroughly combined. Step 1. Adding the fermented pepper mash. First, the fermented pepper mash is pumped into the mixing vat. The rich, spicy aroma fills the air as the bright red mash swirls in the vat. Step 2. Incorporating the garlic next, the freshly minced garlic paste is added. The garlic adds depth and a savory note to the spiciness of the peppers. Step 3. Sugar and salt. The pre-measured sugar and salt are then added to the mix. These ingredients are crucial for balancing the flavors. The sugar will mellow out some of the heat and acidity, while the salt enhances all the flavors. Step 4. Vinegar addition. Now it's time for the vinegar. It's slowly poured into the mixture, adding tanginess and helping to thin out the thick pepper and garlic mash. The vinegar also helps to further preserve the sauce, extending its shelf life. Step 5. Xanthan gum. Finally, the xanthan gum is carefully added. This thickener is mixed in gradually to ensure it's evenly distributed throughout the sauce. It will give Sriracha its characteristic consistency. Not too thin, not too thick, but just right for drizzling over your favorite foods. Chapter 8. Quality control. Quality control is a crucial part of the Sriracha production process. It ensures that every bottle of sauce meets the high standards that have made Sriracha a household name. Sample collection. Samples are taken throughout production. Visual inspection. Technicians check color, consistency, and appearance. pH testing. Acidity levels are measured for flavor and safety. Ideal pH, 3.5. Viscosity. Testing. Sauce thickness is checked for proper consistency. Microbiological testing. Samples are tested for harmful microorganisms. Taste test. Experts ensure the sauce meets the signature flavor profile. Batch approval. After passing all tests, the batch is approved for bottling. Chapter 9. Bottling the sauce. With the sauce approved, it's time to get it into those iconic bottles with the green caps and rooster logo. The bottling process begins with preparing the bottles. They're made from high-quality food-grade plastic The bottles are thoroughly cleaned and sanitized before use. Here, automated machines fill each bottle with precisely measured amounts of Sriracha sauce. The filling process is fast and efficient, ensuring that thousands of bottles can be filled each hour. Once filled, the bottles continue down the line to the capping station. The distinctive green caps are screwed on tightly to seal in freshness and flavor. Next, each bottle is labeled with Huifeng Foods' iconic design. The label features a rooster, a nod to David Tran's birth year in the Chinese zodiac, along with nutritional information and other details. Before packaging, each bottle undergoes a final quality check. This includes verifying that the fill level is correct, caps are secure, and labels are properly applied. Finally, the bottles are grouped together into boxes for shipping. Each box is carefully packed to protect the bottles during transport. Chapter 10. Distribution. With the Sriracha sauce bottled and packed, it's ready to make its way to consumers around the world. The boxed Sriracha is stored in a warehouse until it's time for shipping. Orders come in from distributors, retailers, and restaurants eager to stock up on this popular hot sauce. Huifeng Foods works closely with logistics partners to coordinate shipping routes and schedules. This ensures that Sriracha arrives fresh and on time at its destination. Sriracha's popularity knows no bounds. It's shipped across North America and exported to countries worldwide. Whether it's used in traditional Asian dishes or as a zesty addition to Western cuisines, Sriracha has become a global culinary staple. Once it reaches its destination, Sriracha is stocked on store shelves and in restaurant kitchens. From there, it finds its way into homes where it's enjoyed by spice lovers everywhere. Fun fact: despite its global popularity, Huifeng Foods has never advertised its Sriracha sauce. Its success has been driven entirely by word of mouth from satisfied customers. Conclusion. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of how Sriracha hot sauce is made. From sun-kissed pepper fields in California to your kitchen table, every step of this process contributes to creating a sauce that's beloved by millions around the world. Whether you're drizzling it over eggs, adding it to pho, or using it as a marinade for grilled meats, Sriracha adds a burst of flavor that elevates any dish. It's a testament to how simple ingredients can come together through careful craftsmanship to create something truly special. Thank you for joining us on this spicy adventure. If you enjoyed learning about how Sriracha is made, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite foods. And next time you reach for that bottle of Sriracha, you'll know just how much care and expertise went into making it.